Bro, prices in the UK are getting fucking terrible. Like, this is what £7 gets you in the UK. Bottle of water, fucking pasty, and a sandwich. That's it. It's fucking dog shit. £7 for 3 things like that. Tiny things as well, bear in mind. Like, I eat a lot as a fucking bloke, but £7 a pop for a drink and 2 things to eat. It's ridiculous. It's going up and up and up.
Okay, so he's still chosen to pay the £7. He can see the prices beforehand. Yes, £7 is expensive even when you buy in your lunch at a supermarket. I don't believe he couldn't get it cheaper than £7 though. He's still chosen that sandwich, that pasty, the bottle of water. My problem is he's saying things like, this is what £7 buys you in the UK, not even acknowledging the fact that he's paying a convenience tax. This is what £7 can buy you in the UK. You can buy you 7 packs of a kilogram of porridge. You can buy you 25 cans of baked beans. 14 packs of rice. 17 packs of pasta. As for a loaf of bread, you can buy a loaf for as cheap as 50p, up to say £1. Your filling is going to vary depending on what you buy: ham, cheese, tuna, chicken, jam. But I could make myself a sandwich right now, a 55p can of tuna, eat the full can, as I do, even 4 slices of bread, and I've not spent more than, say 70 pence. So you can make a sandwich for £1 or even £2. Let me know, how much do you spend if you take your lunch to work? How much does it cost per sandwich? It's always going to be cheaper than buying at the supermarket and then moaning about it. Just make your own. And as for moaning about water, I know people have a preference to bottled water. And yes, bottled water still probably should be cheaper. But if it's that much of an issue, you just do this.
Look at the prices, man. I mean, we all need like second mortgages and that to come, don't we? Fucking absolutely crazy. Look at it. Off your head. £2.95 for a yogurt line. Regular price £3.50. Yeah. Crazy. UK gets robbed.
Yep, another moron here, assuming that everyone in the UK is poor. We all need second mortgages to afford these yogurts. Yet again, another example of just zooming in and highlighting the expensive products. Wherever you go in the world, whatever supermarket, whatever item you buy, there's always going to be a more expensive option. You can have a more expensive holiday, a more expensive car, a more expensive house. He has not for 1 second stopped and highlighted the cheaper options. I'll throw a couple on now just from that clip. And I'll throw some on from Asda, some cheaper yogurts. It's not the case that all yogurts cost £2.50, £3.50. There are cheaper options. You moron.
So apparently I'm lying about spending £2,000 a month on food. So here's a little reality check. Yes, we do spend over £2,000, £2,232.32 in supermarkets every month. That was for June. This is what it costs to feed 7 people, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, tea, snacks. And no, we're not wasting any food. And before someone says budget better, tell me, have you fed a family of 7? Food prices are wild right now. I'm not proud of the number. I'm just being real.
No, I haven't fed a family of 7, and I don't plan on it. I will commend her on not wasting food, because too many people waste far too much food, including the supermarkets, and there's no need for it. It's so frustrating when people waste food. But regarding the £2,000 a month, I'm not going to criticise her for having so many children if she can technically afford them, but I can criticise her for spending £2,000 a month, and I can criticise her for moaning about it online. You can't moan about the price of food when your budget, that £2,000 a month, is definitely highly inflated. I spend, between me and my partner, probably £150 a month on food. Let's round it up to £200 a month. Let's say I spend £200 a month on food, me and my partner. If I then multiply my household by, say, 4, and I've got a family of 8, that then becomes £800 a month. So where the heck is £2,000 a month coming from? So let's just go online and moan about the price of food without actually breaking down what on earth you're buying. She starts the clip by saying, here's a reality check. Yes, I do spend £2,000 a month. I think this lady needs a reality check because, like I said, that £2,000 is highly inflated. Let's say in some rare instance, a couple of the kids have special dietary requirements or whatever. Even then, I don't sympathise. Anytime you bring a child into this world, it's going to come with extra cost. And that just increases the more kids you have. So is it the fault of the government or the supermarkets that you are spending £2,000 a month? Or is it just a part of taking personal responsibility for the fact that you're bringing, 5 kids into the world?
It's a Saturday afternoon. I've just gone to the shops to get some English brekkie and literally 2 baked tins of baked beans, pack of eggs, 12 free range eggs. You've got mushrooms, bacon, orange juice. All costs like £11.24. £11.24. Now it's not even going to last. I'll last for a few days or so. It's just ridiculous how expensive life is getting. Like, how do people cope?
Okay, so I'm going to price up breakfast based on what she's just said. So 80p for some mushrooms, £1.90 for some bacon, or better yet, you could get 2 for £3.50 and that'd be cheaper. 2 tins of beans, 28p each, that's 56p. £2.80 for your 12-pack free range. And obviously, you're always going to be paying more for your free range. That's just a personal decision. Me, I just buy a pack of 15 normal eggs for £2.15. Your juice drinks, you've got a couple of options there from your cheap juice. 76p or £1.45. We'll go for the £1.45. That takes us to around £7.50. I've not worked out to the penny. So that's quite a large saving. That's nearly £4 that I've saved. So £7.50 versus £11.24. Now you might say, oh, that juice is crap. Those mushrooms, ugh. Well, she's saying at the end there, how do people cope? Well, if you really want those ingredients for breakfast and you don't love the taste of the mushrooms or the juice, you get it down your neck. You pay the £7.50. If times are that hard and you don't want to pay the £11.24, then you pay the £7.50, even if you don't love the ingredients as much.
Oh, I am livid. Anybody who tells you the cost of living crisis is over and that food inflation prices are coming down are off their heads. We're a family of 5 struggling on universal credit. We have a budget of only £550 a month to make the food shopping work for us. We've come out to do our weekly shop and the prices are beyond ridiculous. The usual cheese we get is called the Cornish Cruncher and it was £6.50 last month. It's now £7.50. The ready meals we usually get for Dulcie, May, Whitney and Levi were £4.50 last month. They're up to £5.50 now. Courtney loves her mezzalune pasta. It's gone up £1.20 to £7. We like to use the garlic and chilli olive oil. It's gone up 20% in a month to £10. We like to treat our 2 staffs, Fred and Rose, to a little soft cheese selection a couple of times a week. But the prices have gone up 10% in a month. We are getting ripped off left, right and centre. Okay, so I'm 99% sure that this is satire, in which case I approve. So yeah, it's in M&S. That's the first issue, isn't it? He's got his 2 dogs, some cheese. So yeah, if you're struggling, you're always going to be paying more for dogs in the first place, and particularly if you're buying them cheese. And yeah, just things obviously like looking at all the expensive ready meals and stuff. Yeah, you should definitely not be looking at ready meals, getting your dog's fancy stuff, or going in M&S at all.
So I'm coming to Tesco because I feel a little bit peckish, and I said to my sister I want to get some steak, just a steak, and I come to the aisle and oh my god, the prices are disgusting. Is Tesco taking the piss? £35? Tesco, what you doing? Look at the prices for a piece of steak. I can't. We're not having steak tonight, darling. 52 squid! Is this £52? Jesus. So if I pick up this and say, oh, let me get 2 of them, and I go to the... 104 quid! Cost of living's going up. Cost of living's going up. It's too expensive. I used to buy meat for a tenner.
Again, another entitled drama queen. I will commend her on her maths, though. 52 times 2 is indeed 104. She's saying at the end there to her daughter, oh, we're not having steak tonight. Well, if you're buying your daughter steak, it's very much a luxury. She's relating it to the cost of living crisis. You used to be able to get meat for less than a tenner. Steak has always come at a premium. If you're struggling that much, you can definitely get meat less than a tenner. You know, your chicken and whatnot. And you can even get steak for less than a tenner. I don't buy steak because it's a premium product. And if you don't want some of the cheaper steaks out there, then you don't buy it or you pay more. So again, just more drama looking at all these expensive steaks, and she's just entitled. If times are truly that hard, you don't look at steak. And if you're as poor as you're claiming to be, then your daughter probably wouldn't be going around the supermarket with an iPad in her hand. And your daughter certainly shouldn't be eating steak for her meal. If I'm feeding my child steak, it's a real treat and a luxury. It shouldn't be the norm.
Why is it that living in London equals to you step out, you breathe, you spend about 40, 50 pounds? Like, you'll be going home looking in your bag, there's barely anything there. Like, I went to M&S, I tried to get lunch. I picked up a salad. I went to the till. When I scanned it, I saw £6, but it was too late. I can't return it. This is embarrassing. So I just paid for the salad. This is actually like getting ridiculous. Like, I can't even manage like living here anymore. I don't know what to do. And I know some of you are gonna say, why are you going to M&S to buy a salad? It was convenient. I'm trying to get about my day really quickly. Like, it was convenient. There's not a cheap Aldi store like right next to my house. Like, it's just an M&S. I just thought, let me pop in, see what's there. So, like, I think it's convenience as well, but still, like, this is crazy.
Someone else who can't look at the price beforehand. So she takes a salad to the checkout in M&S, £6. Oh, shocker. Can you not look at the price beforehand? And if there's no price, ask a member of staff. And if you've got half a brain, the staff member will say, that's £6. And then you're like, £6? Put it on the shelf, walk out. This attitude of you can't breathe without spending £30, £40. You go about your day, you finish your day, you look in your bank account, oh, I've spent 30 quid. It's because these people are on autopilot with their bad financial habits. I'm not leaving my house and spending £30, £40 without being fully conscious that I'm spending that money. It's my day off today. Once I've finished filming, I'm going for a normal daily walk, which costs me nothing, get my headphones on, and I'm going to have 2 coffees, which cost £1 each because I've got a discounted voucher. So I'm not spending £30 today. I will commend her on her self-awareness. She knows she's in M&S, so yes, people are going to question that. She knows she's paying for the convenience. People are busy. People are tired. I get it. But seriously, how long does it take to make a sandwich? How long does it take to make a sandwich?
But living in London, you will literally sneeze, and before you know it, you spent £300. Like, I literally cannot leave my house on any given day and spend less than £100. And that's not me going out to go eat in a fancy restaurant or drive a Ferrari or go and do some expensive stuff. That is just me stepping out on a casual day. I went for a food shop the other day and I must have got about 6 items and the bill was over £50. Like, it's actually ridiculous.
I can't keep up with the amount of idiots. It's just, I am glad that people watch this video and get in the comments and can understand my point of view and are on the same page as me, because the amount of idiots out there is unreal. This guy literally can't leave his house without spending £100 a day. Let me get this clear. This is not a general problem with most people out there. This is a problem with you. If you can't leave the house without spending £100 a day, that's a you problem. Again, I'm not leaving my house without being fully conscious of what I'm spending my money on. And this old thing of, I got a bag of shopping, it cost 50 quid with 6 items. What have you bought? We can all play that game. Oh, I went to Aldi and a bag of shopping cost me £40. I've got 2 items. Rip off Britain. Open the bag. There might be 2 bottles of Jack Daniels in there. And before anyone says he's living in London, it's extortionate. Yes, it is. But that's for things like rent, mortgage. If you're going to eat out somewhere, you're going to buy a pint of beer. I don't think the cheapest possible loaf of bread in London is £3 or £4. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I really can't see how he's spending £100 a day. I live in Yorkshire. So if we say London is 2 or 3 times more expensive than Yorkshire, and he's spending £100 a day, does that mean I'm going out sneezing and spending £30 a day? No, it does not.
Went out the other night for a nice meal and some drinks with my missus, took her on a date night, had a great time. £400 for one night that cost me. In Melbourne, that would probably cost, let's say, the equivalent of about £100, £150 maximum. So basically, I think the UK is just an absolute shithole. And if you're ever thinking about moving, then I suggest you do.
So this lady spent £400 between her and her partner on a night out in London, and then is moaning about the price of it. So I could just make a video saying, I've just spent 2 weeks on holiday and it cost me 10 grand. So that means all holidays that anyone goes on for 2 weeks is going to cost 10 grand. No. It's just equally, if I go to London and me and my partner go for a meal, it's not going to cost us £400, even though we're in London. I don't think it cost us more than £100. So what a ridiculous statement. And at the end there, just again, bashing the UK. The UK has its problems, of course. But if you are thinking about leaving the UK, try and get a bit more of a balanced opinion from somebody. Don't listen to muppets like this person.
This is £2.50. Some might say this is what you get for shopping at M&S. But I just feel anyone, it's like the size of a boob. What the fuck? It's actually not even that great. Crap.
This lady looks like an OnlyFans model. So yeah, it's a very privileged moan, isn't it? Yeah, if you go to M&S, you're going to be paying more. And I need to say something, right? I am not against people with tattoos. But when did she get those tattoos done? You know, when you get those people moaning about the cost of living, but they're covered in tattoos. You know, unless you got those tattoos many years ago before you started struggling, if you are struggling, you shouldn't really be going out and spending £50, £100, £200 on tattoos. This lady is covered in tattoos. So yeah, it doesn't really align with the cost of living crisis, does it?
So I do get a bee in my bonnet about this government and the fact that they're not doing anything for us. I've had my energy bill, and from what I'm being charged, my energy company is saying I am using £370 a month in gas and electricity.
Nobody should be spending £370 per month on gas and electric unless you've got a family of 15. If your gas and electric provider have made a mistake or something, then it's quite a simple process to get the money back. If your gas and electric provider are corrupt and they're just trying to con you, again, you will be able to get your money back, providing you have proof from your meter as to what you've consumed. This is why things like citizens' advice exist. So it's not the government's problem. But if she has spent £370 a month on gas and electric, well, I don't have a lot to say about that. If you got to this point of the video, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.